What's going on, my plant peoples? I am the ADHD gardener, where I use gardening is for absolutely everything, from therapy to sobriety to ADHD to a bunch of other stuff. And I took myself to Dollar Tree because I needed some creativity ideas on a budget. Every springtime, Dollar Tree starts putting out all of their garden supplies. They sell these containers that are stackable. It reminds me of a garden tower. So I said to myself, what can I build with that? It's got to be something. I don't want to use soil. What if I'm in an apartment and, I don't want bugs or anything? Let's go hydroponics. How in the world can I get water going all the way from the top and run down all the way to the base of all of those containers? Drill holes. So that's what I did. I drilled holes in every side of the container as well as the center, because that is where all the water is going to be draining from one section to the next, down all the way to the bottom. Alright, just keep in mind this plastic is extremely brittle because it is mad cheap. Okay, we got it from the Dollar Tree, so you get what you pay for. You know what I'm saying? If I'm only paying like $1.25 for one of these little individual pieces at a time, then don't expect much out of them. So a lot of them are going to be very brittle and can break. For example, this hole needs to be here. It just needs to be a little smaller. So I'm going to use silicone in the future to just, to kind of like make the hole a little smaller. This hydroponic system is not visually appealing, okay? It does not look the best, but then again, it does not matter because it functions well. Don't feel bad at all, and don't feel discouraged, because if this is the only thing that you can afford, then you build it. And that is okay, because I don't want you to feel like you can't start something just because you don't have the money. So I need to make what I have stretch. And if that's all that you have, it's okay. And you are gonna just make the best out of what you have. It's all about attitude and mindset. I bought this tote container at a home improvement store. I would not suggest using flimsy plastic because that is gonna be too thin. I'm gonna put the tower on top of the lid, and then I'm gonna line up a bunch of holes so when the water goes up on the tower and falls down, it's gonna fall right in the hole into the bin. I'm taking a marker and I'm just marking wherever the hole I need to make onto the lid. What's gonna happen is that the water is gonna come up from the sides and then just fill in, fill up these containers. After the containers, they're all gonna drip right back down into the main basin. The bottom ones have holes in them, so I'm gonna make the lid holes a lot bigger so the water can just drain directly into the container itself. Obviously, I can't score right. I'm also gonna mark on the outside just so I can kind of keep track as to where this container is gonna go all over again. Because if you know me, then you already know I'm going to lose track of where I am, track of wherever, anything, and I don't want that to happen. I forget what the name of this drill bit is, but you just take a drill bit and then you're gonna drill a hole, but large, way larger than the hole that you created in the container, because you don't want any extra spilling of water anywhere. So that's why I made the holes like that. It's not 100% stable even after I put that caulking, because remember, it's just caulking. It's not like super glue. So if you wanted to use something a little more stronger, then you would use it. This okay? It's all good. We are going to secure it even further to that container just in case this little a-hole, back it up, wants to ruin or climb this or something. Alright, I'm going to scrap this idea. I'm going to get rid of the caulking because Jose came in and told me something that was way better, which was like a hot glue gun. And I had that. So, but for now, before I hot glue everything, I'm just going to spray paint this black a little bit. I'm only using what I have. So I don't want you to feel discouraged because you don't have a lot of money to make these things happen. It's okay. Neither do I. But we're going to make it work. We're going to use our little bit of creativity and make it happen. I knew that placing the tower right on top of this container was not going to cut it. So I needed to find a way to stick that tower onto the lid of this. So I used caulking and I also used a hot glue gun. Not only did I use caulking, I used a glue gun. You can find that glue gun, by the way, at Dollar Tree, and the little glue sticks also. Fun fact about that one. If you look at this, yes, this is messy, and I already know I'm working on my messiness, all right? but I needed something for it to stick on the bottom. So I was using the hot glue on the bottom. That did not look like it was enough, so I just put on the caulking. The caulking is not nearly as strong as we all know. You know, that's just not that strong, but it's just gonna add, you know, maybe some like, it's gonna prevent any leakage that's gonna happen. This container is gonna house the pump that you see right there. I was using that for the NFT system that I had last year. I'm redoing it. Hello, Ramen, staring at me like that. Once you have your water pump and it's attached to like a main PVC line, I'm looking at it like an artery. Okay, you have your main pump right here, the heart, and it's got to pump the water, blood, out of there and into somewhere else, or into the veins, into the tubes. So that's what I'm thinking of. See that? That is in the container. All right, I got the 3 lines right there. See, I'm running them right off of that. So let's see how that goes. Things we do when we don't have a lot of money and all we got is a lot of creativity. All right, let's do this. I'm a big picture person. I see the end result. I don't necessarily know how to get to that result. So, I mean, it just pops up in my head and I just got to figure out how to do it. So, took some ideas from Dad, took some ideas from Jose, got my ideas, bam! This is just the tower. Yo, I am so excited about this. I'm about to fill this up with water now and fill up with leca balls, you know, to test it out. But this is what is going on with this. Right, Chip? Ah, you don't care. You're a dog. Notice I have a bunch of string right here. I got this string. I got this string. This is all fishing line. And I'm using that because I attached... Well, you know, once I used the glue gun for all of these, I really wanted to make it more secure. So then I just added some fishing wire. I mean, you can barely see it until you get up close to it. So I can't complain about that. That's the most least visible material I can use to hold on to it. Give me advice, Peanut Gallery.
Because you're going to go from on top, right?
Right.
Why didn't you drill here, here, and here, and use the fishing line to secure them? All in all, it's not bad. Just a little refining. So you didn't have to drill holes in none of this. The fishing line would have held it for you.
I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. Oh my God. This all seems to be tilting toward this way. So I'm wondering, is it because of the slant? Or maybe it's the ground isn't. It's mad late, but it actually worked. I knew it would work. The concept was there. Now let's go fill it up with leca balls and some plants. See, what had happened was I was trying to lift up the lid because I did not think about how in the world am I going to get into the container. Like, I didn't put some sort of hole on the side or something on the lid where I can get into the container. Needless to say, that thing was way too heavy to be lifting on my own, and that's why it just toppled over. Okay, I built it all over again, put it right back. Luckily, the fishing line that I had kept this from falling 100% apart. So it was all good. I just had to pick up the leca balls. Some of these, like only one of these came off, but that's all right because this one was not stuck on like the rest of them. So it was all good. That's why I did it, in case you got an animal or cat or yourself knocking it over. You know, it won't happen. All right, we got a problem here because I am not good with small detail. I skipped a minor detail that I should not have, and that is, how the heck am I going to get inside there to test the water, to mess with the filter, do anything? I did not think of that at all. So, yeah. It's more like a fountain though. This one is dripping the water way too fast. So it's draining way too fast. So that means I gotta plug up some of the holes on the bottom just so we can like kind of maintain or hold on to a little bit of the water, a little soaking time before it starts to drain out. See, this drip is perfectly fine. This one's too fast. Now I took a glue gun and then I just kind of dabbled it right underneath. So I just kind of slowed it down a bit. Some spots are not holding on to water like this one, so that means I gotta plug up that one a little bit. So far it's looking really good. I mean, that dill bounced back like crazy. So did that one. This is doing all right. Everything is looking really good. I had to be very careful when it came to like securing the wires though. That's one thing I always had issues with. Like I had to use tape here, some wire over there. I had these little connector pieces that was a little on the rough side. You know, but I made it work. I made it work. See, this was a little off. It's not even being held on by much at all. So, you know, but it does work and it is completely functional. So who am I to complain? You know what I mean? Look at that. And it's right in between two grow lights already for my house plants and some carrots and some sunflowers and stuff. So, you know, I can't complain. Look at that. And it worked out really good. I hope you enjoyed this video and you got some good information out of it. You can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, you can catch me on TikTok also, and of course, here at least once or twice a week, depending on how I feel in the mood. Until the next episode, you guys, where you and me both growing our happiness one plant at a time, one day at a time. I'll check y'all later in the next episode. Peace and love.